The journey so far. With the Guardian's might, the tree was cleared of corruption.
No one disturbs the Lord of...
A rider? In the kingdom of the dead? No, no, this will never do.
I must speak with the Lord of Bones.
My lord attends his realm.
And what is your use?
There is but one, the Gilded Arena. Here mortals are offered a last defeat the arena's champion.
And where is this arena?
We have already arrived. What is it now?
What is it kidnapped? Last I heard, she had one of her own.
Many of my lord's we hunted them down. Echidna has... Do take care in the arenas. Should anything happen to you, I'm not sure if I could live with myself. Yes? What is it now?
the arena. But what does he seek? Absolution from death.
No! This one yet to live. Quiet! He would tell us his cause. Speak, challenger.
I'm here to defeat your champion.
And so all challengers boast. But most leave in torment.
Their souls burn from existence, and our champion all the stronger for it.
Enough! Bring out your champion.
There is power in this one, power enough to do as he claims.
But our champion is no cur to be summoned at will. You must draw him forth. This altar holds his power. The souls of all he has slain and consumed. 3 animal stones must be placed therein. And our champion will arise.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Should be able to hear me now. Stupid button on my mic likes to turn off the mic for some reason. It's really damn annoying habit. I have no way of telling till it's too late. And a lot of videos for me. Just how. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not in the best mood. I'm depressed. I have patience. Got my weapon back on close at least. It's one thing resolved. Oh, Eric. No, I'm not gonna get that Phantom Breaker game. I don't play anymore. I don't want to buy any more fighting games with shit netcode. Totally over that at this point. One too many Arc System Works games that just cease to function. You can't fucking play them. I'm over that. They made another beat 'em up, I would play it, but realistically, I don't even know if I would play that. I was really disappointed with Tail. Tail was a really shitty game. Beautiful pixel art. Music was decent. Stuff that matters, meaning the gameplay was somehow managed to make a beat 'em up with 0 mechanical deaths whatsoever. Said that they're gonna fix it. This game got pretty bad reviews. Knows if that will happen though. They would have to like call the whole thing game to be pretty good. Didn't for you today. I already did my KOF stuff. I did closers. Closers is going on maintenance in like 20 minutes. Probably mostly going to be this today until I get tired of puzzles and then do something else. So what do I need to do now? Oh, the sequel, Ogre Tale, is, it's pretty terrible. I was very disappointed in it. I really like the pixel art. The actual game itself is not good. So, I do something with this, or what? Just... Switch did. Really make you work for the bosses in this game is bad. This game is padded like crazy. Like, she to go forever. I'm carrying this out here. Maybe there's something. He has to put it down, even though the Reaper just kind of backwards, don't you think? I'm going to assume this is what I need to do. There's nothing else to do. So, possible I may need to go back. He runs even slower with this. Puzzles, man. I want to fight something. Just gonna look at what to do. I don't have patience for 500 infinite puzzles. Just want to fight something. Okay, I messed something. I have to slowly jog back because he's so fucking slow. Someone who's supposed to be fast and nimble. This guy sure takes his damn time walking everywhere. So slow. Learn how to sprint. Can't sprint, he can't double jump. He has like no way of speeding himself up. That's what really makes this game aggravating to play. It's a beautiful game, it's really high quality. I don't know why they don't let you sprint. It's really frustrating when you get lost or you do something in the room. You have to slow jog back. Apparently death is in no hurry. solution here. I don't have patience for this right. Ah! Okay, I think I see how this works now. So this needs to go somewhere. Am I going to try out Darksiders 3? Doesn't look like something I would like, but Humble Choice gave that game to me for technically free. I actually have that game on my Steam account. I subscribed to Humble Choice. Really don't think I'd like it though. Looks way less interesting combat-wise than this. I know it does have some it's like actually giving you a damn sprint. But I don't think it would interest me that much. Like the combat in this game, I just get frustrated at how it doesn't ever want me to actually engage with it. There's way too many puzzles. I heard it's just like a Dark Souls copy, it's just like not interesting to me. Can't stand that kind of that ring is slow. Combat in this is nice and fast and feels like a Japanese game. That's what I like. I also have Darksiders Genesis too. I haven't touched that yet. Far more likely I'll like Genesis more than 3. 3 looks like something 8. Why do you ask? My mic still on? Need to find a way to disable that damn button. Not a fan of this layout. It's way too hard to tell where... I spent like 10 minutes at the beginning of this just trying to find out where the... what I was supposed to do. I couldn't tell. It's hard to tell where... manhole. Let's be this way. Really padding this game out. They hype up this boss and then they want you to do this. No, the boss is not gonna live up to all the padding they're doing. I feel like this game would be better if it had less puzzles. At least spread them out more. It gets really exhausting and you get like a couple seconds of combat. It's just infinite. It's just worsened by the fact that the main character is so damn slow. It takes him forever to walk like 2 feet. Like I'm lost here right now and I can't tell where to go. It takes him a fiscal year to get everywhere. Really frustrating. He needs to move faster. I wish there was a cheat engine code to just make him run faster. That would pretty much fix this game for me. I get really frustrated when I go the wrong way or I'm lost and it just takes because can't get anywhere in a reasonable amount of time. Don't know where to go. I wish the fucking hint system in this actually did something. And just told you where... Shit. None of this, the bird just walks around randomly and trolls you. Waste your time. Like, just straight up tell me where to... It's just so agonizing backtracking in this game. It's so fucking slow. Can you, like, speed it up, please? Run faster. Takes him a fucking fiscal year to cross a room. It's too slow. Don't know where to go. It just doesn't tell you. It's so frustrating about this. Just give me a hint system that tells me. I'd be more willing to not look up the solutions if he would actually get somewhere in a timely manner. Not take forever. Where do I go? I want to kill that stupid It's fucking garbage. It does not help at all. It does is just make you think you're going the right direction when really obnoxious. Can't you just tell him to just show you? Oh. Everything looks the same. I can't tell where I am anymore. Combat is so fun, but I never get to fight anything. I get to fight for like 55 seconds, and it's just this. And he moves so fucking slow. Like, can you please speed it up? It's like so disjointed. Why does he move so fast? Wall climbing and stuff. He has like superhuman agility, but he can't run. Yeah, I wish this was just the action. Take all the other shit out. Just let me fight. All I want to do, just fight. Nothing else. It's more interesting than Wonderful 101, at least. That game was... I really regret that being my first Kickstarter. I would have regretted it more if it was, Indivisible. All the backer for that got cancelled. Can't imagine what it would be like to drop, like, thousands of dollars on that game. And Mike Z just messes it all up. Everything got canceled for that game. They had, like, all these characters planned and stuff, and none of that is ever thing. It's all just paperwork. Yeah, they all left because Mike Z was apparently secretly a douchebag. Many years. People started speaking up about it. Left. I liked Indivisible for what it was, but definitely didn't live up to what I was trying to do, sure. It was fun for one playthrough. It's really not an RPG at all. There's like no RPG elements in that game whatsoever. Levels don't even really do anything. Pretty much all your progression comes from the story, which is really weird. Kind of makes sense for the context of the game, you know, playing somebody who gets more powerful for story reasons. But it makes the leveling up, it's literally pointless. Towards the end of the game, I know that they pushed out some balance patches, but towards the end of the game, the power that they give you just from beating the story, the combat system basically ceased to exist at that point. The final dungeon of all things really could just button mash, and everything would die. There's no reason to try to do anything else. It's like no gear or anything either. There's no gear. Much of a system. Pretty much just play the game and finish it. No, they added a new game plus, but lack of gear or builds or anything you would expect from that kind of game definitely hurts it. I don't even know where to go, and it just gets so frustrating because he's so damn slow. Why does it take him so... I'm gonna look for a cheat engine table right now. It's like a super speed cheat engine table. I'm gonna look at that. I like the combat. I don't want to cheat at the combat. It's just... I want him to not take 20 years to move across an area. I'm getting really tired of it. Try the cheat engine table for this. Got it on my computer somewhere. I am really enjoying this game, but pacing just kind of falls off a cliff because he's just too slow. I don't update Cheat Engine. I hate updating Cheat Engine. Because every time you try to do it, it tries to install. They really want you to install that shit. No. I just want Cheat Engine. On anything else. Apparently there's supposed to be a sprint in here, I think. It's mentioning it somewhere. Trying to find it right. Just being able to not take forever to places will make this game way less frustrating. I don't think there's like a movement speed in here or anything. You can summon the horse anywhere, but you see how that. Ideally, just something to just make him just run faster. I would like. I have no interest in cheating at the game. The game itself has not been difficult. Felt actually pretty well balanced. The combat. I despair everywhere. I'm sure that's just gonna. Yeah, I have no clue where to go right now, and I'm getting really aggravated. This table's useless. There's like nothing in here. I need. It's like all this stuff in here. All I want is just faster run speed. Slow. I need to look at like a video walkthrough because I'm getting really exhausted playing it. Every area in this game is just so damn big, and that's what's annoying. Why would you make the rooms this big and then not give the character a way to fucking get past it quickly? It's like no reason for him to be this slow. Where do I go? Just fucking tell me. Every game should just have a hint system. When you get just exasperated with it like this, you just tell me where to go. Especially when it takes them a decade to get anywhere. This whole world's in peril. Can you please move faster? I can't leave either. I'm stuck in here. Can't go back. This fucking does nothing. He just stands there. Real dick. Tell me where to go, you dipshit. I have to take like 10 minutes to get over there. It's just the same area I was at. I don't know where to go. I go here or what? It's just the same area. Is this it? I think this is where I already was. Everything looks the same. It's all just brown and gray. Okay, that just does nothing. Can I please have more combat? Combat never. Just fucking sim shit. But it pain you to run faster. Come on. Guess it would pain him to run faster. He can vault across walls like it's nothing. As he gets on the ground, he's like a beached whale. You idiot! Why did you drop it? Just pick the damn thing up. Dropped it for nothing. Pick it up, please. Can't dodge with pick anything up either. No, that one's just a Dark Souls copy. That sounds fucking... I like the combat in this game, it just never lets me fight. Just infinite puzzle. Just really exhausting to deal with. Get really frustrated in a game like this as combat and gear and stuff. It just doesn't let you interact with it. It's just infinite puzzles. Fun review says 8 hours of gameplay, 1 hour of combat. Yeah. Combat is really fun too. It's just you can't get to do. Stuck just walking slowly. Game is a walking sim disguised as an action adventure game. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. Patience is starting to put in. If the game was like 6 hours long, I think adding just how fucking slow. Actually, it's a really long game. Be easy to get exhausted. I have Genesis and Darksiders 3. I got 3 from Humble Choice today. I don't know how much I played though. There's more fighting than this. The character is not slow. Sure, try it. Like how he's even slower. He's even slower. He can pick up something. Imagine if he had like a backpack, like playing at that. What's the solution to this? Getting really annoyed. More of this shit after this too. to appease all the reviewers who like combat. Just want walking sims because that's all they play. They suck at video games. This is why they're so enamored with walking sims. Yeah, but the combat looks like way worse than this. It's just boring ass Dark Souls. I'm not interested in that. It sounds really boring. So every game has to copy Dark Souls. That's all anyone wants. Boring ass combat like something actually interesting and engaging. I was pretty excited when they announced that game. I thought that maybe it was something I would like. But the combat in it looks dreadfully boring. I think I need to play some Assault Spy. I think I'm gonna finish this dungeon and just play some Assault Spy. I'm tired of the puzzles. So I need to play Lantern. Definitely feels like an Assault Spy night. I haven't played that game in a couple weeks. Wash out the taste of all these slow puzzles. Actually fight something from 5 seconds every hour. Yeah, I guess I need this one. I don't fucking know. Now I gotta go do another minute of just f***ing. Guy's like a walking sim character. He moves so damn slow. Neo is fast-paced, but it's got a metric ass ton of special difficulty. I've been playing games long enough to know what really pisses me off. That's definitely the thing that really gets on my nerves about the game. It's a very frustrating game to play. I find it weird that they're adding another difficulty to Neo 2. Kind of already did that. They have like a dynamic difficulty with Stone of Penance that they added in the last update. Like, why does there need to be another difficulty? I wonder if it's going to be as stupid as the first game. First game was like armor stopped meaning anything. Armor is literally just a stat stick at that point. Serve whatsoever. I did get to the final difficulty in the first Neo. I stopped at that point. The end game was basically just fighting the same 20 bosses endlessly, various combinations, and everything would one-shot you.
I cannot.
There's no point in even having a health. I had to really spec in quick change for the game to even be playable at that point. That was the part where I was tapped out. It's like I'm not having fun anymore. Just decided to stop. So I hope this new difficulty isn't going to be more like that. They don't have anything like this in Neo 2. Having more bosses would help. Maybe having some rooms with regular enemies, because they can be more fun to fight than the bosses, especially since they die faster. I think just that would. But if it's really going to be the same dozen bosses, you just keep fighting. It was like 1,000, I think. I think it was like 900. And that kind of thing in like DMC, just interesting enemy combinations and stuff. Just fighting bosses. Enough bosses to actually keep them. It's for me. Especially since the whole mechanic where you had to like purify Chiron, so you had to go mini missions. That's what made it take real. I did that for a while, and it's just like, it just makes doing one floor take even longer. Just 1,000. You gotta draw the line at some point. Okay, so what am I missing now? Yeah, I guess I have to grab this one. Something down here? What's the point of going here? I'm so exhausted with these puzzles, man. Can I get a break? Get some combat, please. Why does this have such an awesome combat system? Never get to do it. This game is just a walking sim in disguise. Just walking and walking and walking. Agonizingly slow. Boring puzzle. It's just like, to break it up. I don't know where to go. It's just so nerve-wracking to try to change anything, because it's gonna take him like 20 years to walk back. That's what's frustrating about this game. You make like one mistake, just stuck in walking sim like purgatory. Can't get him to move faster. Hope what I'm doing is right. I might just turn this game off. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. No hints whatsoever. Never a hint in this game. I don't even know where I'm going. Would it kill you to move faster? Come on, dude. Run faster. What does this guy do when he misses the bus? No, he's like a block away from the bus. What does he do? Does he just walk slowly? I'd like to think, I imagine him doing that. Clearly he's capable of moving at high speeds. Like, nah, I'm just gonna jog over there. So what's the rush? Alright, am I done with this awful puzzle? Just tell me I am. Gonna be any combat in the action game, or just puzzles? Not even interesting puzzles, that's kind of the problem. Something that's trying so hard to be like Western Zelda. Puzzles are interesting. How slow you move makes them like way more frustrating. None of them are real brain busters, it's just... At least for me, my anxiety kicks in hard when I make a mistake, because I know with how slow he runs, really long time to correct a mistake. Alright, so now I'm not gonna get to fight again for half an hour. Estimate. This game does have a bloody palace though, so if I do manage to finish it, I will be rewarded. Apparently you get some really beast loot there too. Problem is, I could see myself playing this again, but I would get really exhausted with the puzzles. A little bit too long for me to consider playing again, I think. It's like in this game, it's not like... It's not unskippable cutscenes that make it a real pain to play. It's all the puzzles and how slow you run. I think ideally they should have given you like a sprint or something. Tales of Grace's F actually let you skip the child portion second playthrough. It's cut off like 3 hours of the game. It was pretty progressive when you think about it. Like they realized that no one in their right mind would ever want to do that again. They just give you the option to skip it. Obviously doing something like that in this game would be pretty hard. Maybe letting you skip the puzzle second playthrough. Shakespeare, I was looking at your review for,
Enough, Ron.
Wonderful 101, and I was shocked people were, like, defending the minigames. Like, okay, so you don't want a character action game, you want Mario Party. At least in Mario Party, it's not trying to cosplay as anything but just a minigame fest.
I will take your head.
Testing. Still see if closers patch notes are still not like nothing about the events that they give some Grimoire boxes. Be able to get mine by this week. Don't put up their patch notes in a timely manner. That's for sure. Take a really long time. Butt stuck. Don't know when that new controller is going to come. It's probably going to be a while. Especially around this time of year. Alright. Actually getting a surprising amount of gameplay. I can't wait for to unlock the whole bloody palace. I think that's when I'll like this more. I mean, I don't hate the game. It's just it is a pretty exhausting game. Okay, so I need to get the. I see how this works. Grab this. I think part of the problem is the puzzles don't change enough. It's not like Zelda, where you're getting like constant influx of new items and stuff. Those can greatly change the dynamic puzzles. But in this game, you're really just doing the same thing in different ways for really long periods of time. I think that's what makes it exhausting. Doesn't have anywhere near the puzzle variety of it's trying to imitate. They haven't introduced a new mechanic, puzzles, in quite some time. It's been like... besides the lanterns, the lanterns I guess kind of count. It really has just been the same couple mechanics. Had it out a long time. That's a problem in Zelda too, to be fair. A lot of Zelda games have that problem. I know people... I didn't play Twilight Princess that much, but I know that was a complaint in that game. A lot of the items are kind of useless after the dungeon that you got them in. Didn't have that, like, item balancing. The things you get kind of keep the puzzles more interesting. Check my loot pages. I wonder if I got anything, but this one. Oh wow, that's a huge upgrade. Oh no, that's an axe. Never. I don't have anything better than this. Let's see if I could. Damage this puppy. It's got crit damage, so that will stay. Fine, there's one down here straight. Hello, Sage. Yeah, the problem with this game is uneven balancing between the components of it, meaning the combat and the exploration puzzles. Combat is really good, but you gotta get through a lot of shit to enjoy it. Combat's getting to the point where it's really fun to have a lot of mechanics and stuff to use, but game kind of actively prevents you from engaging in it, which is a problem. It's just exemplified by the fact that it's so damn slow. I think I'm done here. Really don't want to solve a puzzle right now, game. Give me another big monster like that last one where I just hit it until it died. Bosses like this are like designed by sociopaths. They turn invincible. Just waste your time. Yeah, worm bosses are consistently terrible in every video game in existence because worms, they go underground, which the gameplay standpoint means you're going to be waiting a really long time to do any kind of interaction with them. I don't think there's a way to make a worm boss not... Take the greatest game designer of all time to make a worm that's still a worm, but not super obnoxious to fight. Bird bosses too, though they vary. There definitely are some that are pretty chill to fight in video games. Like the bird in Neo 2, Tatari Moke is that bad to fight, actually. Has that dumb gimmick with the darkness, but doesn't fly around that much. Let's check out this new scythe. Crit damage plus 200%. Damn. Does less damage, but it has the chance. That's actually pretty... The eternal. Okay, before I spend another 20 minutes slowly jogging, I'm just gonna look. Okay, so I could fast travel. Back.
Pale Rider.
Corvus the King. I haven't met a corpse.
There are creatures in this realm. I call them the Bloodless.
Must be someone.
Bloodless are vulnerable.
Like kills like.
Yes. And as the dead king is quite fond of his Bloodless. Kill as many.
Probably grab that. I'm starting to get
This was not expected.
these. Let's just grab all the scythe moves. The rest of my money can go things. Oh, that's cool. Like that. A weapon switch during it. Oh, and he can still go down after that too. That's pretty sick. All worth it. Got anything else for this guy? Shit. Level up to touch that at all. Been so little combat, I kind of forgot that this game actually has a progression system. Be the best thing to max out. Definitely meter gain for sure. It's a trainer.
I was so
He won't be entertaining.
He was kind of a wuss.
I believe your king will.
It's not worth that build, that hour of puzzles, that's for sure. Got his ass beat pretty hard. That's one thing about this game, the bosses really don't live up to
Living
all the
horsemen
up.
of souls long overdue. You are not welcome here.
Pity. I'm starting to enjoy the atmosphere.
Then you have not been here long. Billions of souls crowd my kingdom. All of humanity wailing for vengeance. But I see you are already familiar with such music. What would you have of me, horseman?
Show me the way to the Well of Souls.
And what do you seek there? Power over life and death? Or do you hope for absolution, Kinslayer? I wondered where the souls of your brethren had gone, for they never passed through my realm.
Your realm hardly needs more subjects.
True. Yet I must face this rabble without the lords who serve me.
That's not my concern.
Make it your concern, and I will grant your request. Find my 3 dead lords, and wake them from their slumber. This will bend them to your will. Return the lords to me, that they might share my burden.
Yes?
So I should buy some health pots, huh? That boss was pretty easy. He went down pretty quickly. He did not live up to 90 minutes of puzzles, that's for sure. The bosses in this game haven't been terrible, but I feel like how much they build them up, I think they would be more interesting. I don't know why you're asking that in here. You could easily look up depression. Also, telling people to not talk about it is what causes a lot of problems. As a society, we encourage people to not talk about it, which is why people box it in for so long. They end up doing things to themselves or others, or need to be encouraging people to talk. It took me a long time to talk about it. I used to not talk about it at all. Got to the point where I bottled it up, let it out, and I ended up in a mental hospital. So, no, I'm not going to stop talking. And I really don't even talk about it that much anyway. So, I'm tired of the idea that you're not allowed to talk about what's troubling you. That's why we have so many good people in our world. Because we encourage people to just box everything in and try to be macho. Everybody is macho, especially right now. Everybody is very fragile and it's not just people like me. I appreciate your concern. No, I'm not gonna stop. Have very poor acceptance of mental health. One thing the pandemic has done is made people a little bit passionate. I'm back here. Fast travel. By mental health, therapists and stuff are like in such high demand right now. They can't handle the demand just like healthcare system can't. Suddenly, everybody is severely depressed. Being stuck inside and not being able to go anywhere. Things that we relied on to cope. Just not being able to do them for almost a year. It's crippled our mental health care system just as much as it's crippled physical health care. The reason for that is because people are always told to stop, just get over it. Shut up whenever they show any kind of depression. It's really fucked up. That's the reality of it. I strongly believe that most people do terrible things. They don't really mean to do it. It's just that they're a product of society telling people to box things in all the time, not be real about what's bothering, trying to get... Therapists cost so much too. Mental health care system is just as broken as our health system. It really bothers me when to not talk about it or just get over it. If I could do that, any depressed person could do that, then they would. I don't think most people really bask in their depression. Something that you just kind of have to accept and deal with. I don't feel like doing another dungeon right now. It's like a... Let's try the Bloody Palace instead. I don't think doing another dungeon right now, especially this late, is gonna be any favors. Back out of here. I want to check out the Bloody Palace.
I see you got our little invitation. Welcome then to the Crucible! Here, the strongest are tested, and the weak are destroyed.
This looks way cooler than the Bloody Palace. I like the design of this place already.
Let me explain the rule. The more creatures you defeat, at intervals, if you take the reward, you must exit. If not...
Oh, thank you. I didn't mean to lash out at you. It's just...
Time you fall,
It's
you will earn nothing.
an underlying problem with our society.
No one has ever finished.
Especially if you're a male. It's far worse if you're a male.
Do you wish to enter?
You have this whole macho, lotto, big dick kind of thing going on we expect every male to be, and it's like, you're not allowed to be sensitive. You're not allowed to be sensitive or show emotion or have things that visibly bother you. You're not supposed to talk about it. And that's why there's so many messed up men out there doing terrible things. Because our society encourages people to be that way. By not wanting them to talk. It's a mess. It's something that I've dealt with. I've always been sensitive. I've been through trauma in life. I've been hurt by a lot of people. And that's why I have a low frustration threshold. It's just something that's built up over time. But our society is fucked up. They just don't want you to talk about anything. You're not allowed to be human. This is something that's been going on for like a really long time, but I feel it's gotten worse lately. Yeah, I'm aware of it, and I have things that help me, like running this channel. Definitely not rich doing this, far from it, but it helps me in other aspects of my life. Realistically, I know there's a lot of worse things I could be doing. Definitely got a wake-up call when I was in the mental hospital. There were a lot of people in there a lot like me that had very similar backgrounds, traumas and stuff, and they had really bad drug addictions. I don't. I play video games and feed cats. Yes, they do. Staying focused on something really helps. That's one reason why I don't play slow-paced games. If I have any time to think about things, I get in a really rough cycle of just overthinking things and stuff. Playing stuff like this where I'm constantly focused and engaged is actually very healthy for me. Also, we have stuff like the World Health Organization saying that video games are poison and shit. And then when the pandemic hit, they're saying that it's one of the healthiest ways to socialize right now. Be it through streaming or just multiplayer gaming with friends. Like, talk about double standards. You have people actually finding ways to get around the difficult situations they're put in. They backpedal and say that video games are healthy. It's like they always have been. Don't forget to eat and drink and do your responsibilities, but there's a lot of positive aspects to doing this kind of thing. There's always been a stigma towards gaming, too. Which is ironic because gaming is one of the few ways that people across long distances can actually still remain to be social during the pandemic.
His tenacity is endearing.
You've done well. Would you take this prize and leave? Or continue further?
The prize it is!
The prize it is! I think this is the coolest looking Bloody Palace I've seen in any character action game. But this looks just straight up badass. This game has some pretty bland environments, but when it wants to, it definitely can look very, very beautiful. Okay, so I got some kind of gear. Alright, closers, patch notes are out. Let's check this out. I'm not gonna be playing it tonight. It's not gonna be up out of maintenance until 2 hours from now. Let's see. Huh. You could probably make a killing selling these. Wanted to drop $50 on the game. Wonder what the threshold is though. Wait until the game goes live. See what else there is. Is this? I wonder if this works with stuff you can't normally put in the vault. Huh. Actually, they're adding some pretty good stuff. Okay, this one seems like a complete ripoff. Really, there's only two things in here that you could sell. You would need additional components. For $100, that's a really shit deal. You're gonna drop that much money on the game. Should be at least something that you can sell. Seems pretty whack. Yeah, Sage, the thing about video games is you're in control. Other people are not in control. I've had a lot of things in my life, like the way people treat me and throw me out like garbage and stuff that are not in my control. When I play a game, I am in control. You think about it, there are people that feel that way that are controlling towards other people, and they do terrible things to them. You look at it that way, playing a video game is not bad at all. There are definitely far worse things you can be deal with. You can be drinking, doing drugs, stealing, committing crimes. Fear that it took a global pandemic for like people in charge of us to realize there actually are positive aspects to gaming. They can connect you with people, keep your mind focused. Especially right now, Among Us is like a fucking flash game. Why do you think that game is popular? It's because people are meeting up inside it, kind of able to overcome the distance barrier that we all have right now. can't do large gatherings. You can't really travel to see people. If you do, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. The only reason people are playing that. It doesn't look good. Mechanically, it's not very interesting. Almost the entire gameplay of that is just talking to people. That's why it's successful. It's like a literal Flash game. There's lots of double standards towards things. It's like you expect, especially men, it's a lot harder as a male to be sensitive and actually talk about your problems, because our society has been pretty much kicking us in the balls whenever we try to actually say something. My mic cutting out? Alright, is that better? Should be better. Let me see. Yeah, it should be better. Huh. This actually looks pretty interesting. Seems like it's an alternative to the other endgame loot paths they have right now. Alright, well, looks pretty interesting. I'll have to see when it comes up. If there's anything worth buying, I might cash. Got some money.
Where do you wish to start? Wish to faithfully start. A brave decision.
Might be a little bit undergeared for this. I think I'm done on this for today. I don't feel like doing another dungeon. We played this quite a bit today. Let's get something else going here. It's true that we give too much power to males, but we also don't they don't let us actually be sensitive. And things are starting to change now, but I've definitely been through hell because I'm a male and I'm a nerd and I'm sensitive. I never fit in because I was actually open about what was bothering me. And they condition us, not just males, but all people, to just not talk about things that are actually bothering them. It's incredibly toxic and damaging. It's not something that will ever go away, really. Alright, what now? What do I feel like doing now? Something with no puzzles. Definitely not about to do any more puzzles tonight. Play Blaze Blue. Actually doesn't sound terrible. I kind of feel like playing that. I made some progress in that. Yeah, let's do some Blaze Blue. Switch games of some sort. Just give me a second. Yes, I do play shmups, but I'm not particularly good at them. Better than the average person for sure, but there's a reason they're not the focus of my channel. I'm not very good at them. Like average at best. But shmups take an incredible amount of dedication to get good at. And just by nature, it's hard to get good at them. Even when the game provides tools, there definitely are more shmups now that actually launch with things like training mode and practice mode and stuff. So, but just by nature, a shmup is an auto-scroller. The only real control you have over how fast you get through the game is just not wiping so much, especially if the game has Gradius Syndrome. Shmups with Gradius Syndrome can be a real drag if you're not good at them, because you keep losing your power-ups and you get into this vicious cycle of not having the ability to really recover. That's why they're harder to get good at than other games, because you're not in direct control of how fast, the character moves and stuff. It's essentially an auto-scroller.
The wheel of
Those
fate
people
is
are garbage,
turning.
Sage. You know that.
Rebel 1. Action. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action. Here comes a new challenger. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action!
Make up DP. The AI in this mode input reads like crazy, so DPs definitely work. I haven't had much success with the normal like
Rebel
SNK
1.
stuff in this mode where you just do like a 2A. Try to get them to do something that leaves them open. I guess they got smart and they figured out that out.
Becomes a new challenger.
So I could beat a lot of bullshit SNK bosses back in the day. It's just like do a low jab and get them to do a DP because they input
The
read.
wheel of fate is turning.
Then you get a free punish.
Rebel 1.
A lot of exploits like that in old school KOF.
Time up.
Character does not have privileged 5B. I lost because of a time up? Wow. That's dumb. It's like doing like no damage at all. Maybe I don't feel like playing that right now. I'm starting to get tired. Demolition Fist? No, I haven't played that one, but I know about it. It's not a good game. The only people putting out good beat-em-ups in that era was IGS. Capcom had stopped, like, almost a decade prior at that point. At least arcade ones. No one was really making those kinds of games for a while. IGS was still putting them out until 2011. It's Knights of Valor 3, Oriental Legend 2, all the versions of Knights of Valor 2. They were still putting out some good beat-em-ups, but people outside of Asia haven't really played them. They were not distributed here. People found them via emulation. I need to play more Knights of Valor 3, especially now that the PS4 version died. Maybe that'll be one of the backlog games I do. I'm kind of focused on Darksiders right now, but I need something like this to play that doesn't piss me off with infinite puzzles. I still have the ROM for that game somewhere. Oriental Legend 2 as well. The track is so good. Remember when every enemy in this game was the, there were a lot more Wolverines in the international version of this because they, censorship at the time, they took out the Kunoichi. And they're the most annoying enemies to fight, too, so it's definitely something I appreciate as somebody. One of the few people who grew up with this game as a kid. Not having infinite of the Wolverine midgets is nice. It's like the enemy variety is like what it actually was intended to be in this version. In the US version, due to censorship, you fought a lot of those Wolverine guys, and like nothing else. Because instead of replacing that enemy, they just replaced all those spawns with the Wolverine guys. Time for best track. Well, this is a remake of a game from '94. Most people did not play it until later, but I actually had this game as a kid, so I was really excited when they remade it. It got remade last year. Track is also very good. Later, Sage. Talk to you later. Oh yeah, good luck with your PS4. Let me know how things go. Wishing you the best. I'm not gonna be on much longer anyway. It's almost 1 in the morning. Alright, Ken's gotta go. The Kens are pretty dangerous because the fire attacks they do are unblockable. I want to try to take care of them as fast as possible. Blocking is very powerful in this game. A lot of bosses can't really touch you much, except for the ones that have like mix-ups, like the ninja dude on level 5. He has attacks that are unblockable, but most enemies don't. This game is a lot harder if you don't block. Even if you get hit by a combo, generally there's a gap, so if you block, you can punish these guys too. Their punch combo they do. This is one of the few beat-em-ups I've played where blocking actually does something. I feel as games that came after this, they've really de-emphasized blocking. Like in Neo 2, for instance, a lot of stuff is just randomly unblockable. I haven't played too many games recently outside of like obvious stuff like DMC5 that have satisfying blocking. As old as the original game of this is, they actually really encourage you to learn what you can block and kind of treat it like a fighting game where if you have openings, if you block. You can't burst in this game, but a lot of their combos have gaps. It really reinforces knowing how to block. I think both the cans are dead. Yeah. No, it does not have any defensive options whatsoever. They did add a burst. They added a burst in the latest patch. There's no blocking or parrying. This game doesn't have parries, it's just that knowing what attacks are blockable and which ones aren't is really huge. Because you get full combos off that. I'm expecting this run to die at level 5, so that's when I'm going to stop playing for tonight. Because the level 5 boss in this is a real gatekeeper if you're trying to 1cc. He's very random, he has a lot of unblockable attacks. He cooperated. He only plane shifted once. Am I done with Streets of Rage 4? No. DLC coming soon too. Rumors that it's going to be announced at the Game Awards next week. This track is bomb. One of the best tracks in the game. underrated. He did no command grabs at all. The command grabs were like from him are like borderline unreactable, so when he spams those you lose a lot of health. That time he was just doing the punches and the axe kick. Classic beat 'em up stuff right here. Now I'm just gonna hang out in the Nether Realm off screen. Not let you actually interact with me. Just chill back there. Just go AFK. This is a good track too. Get out of here, Ken clones. It's really not fun having them right in the middle. So they can do the fire at any time. You can't block it. Ah, went the wrong way. Alright, I'm gonna blaster this. I need as much health as I can get. I have a chance against the boss, depending on if he decides to cooperate or not. Where my 1C attempts always die is this level. The boss here is very random. He has a lot of unblockable attacks. The command grab is the most dangerous, because command grabs in this game have, like, no startup. already going bad. This game's making sure I go to bed after this. He's giving me almost no opportunity to hit him at all. He keeps doing the teleport. He hasn't done the fire attack yet. He can burst out of combos too. Yep, rip run. Boss is a real bitch. Surprisingly, he didn't do any command grabs, but he kept teleporting. It's really hard to control that boss. That's kind of the problem. He has a lot of moves that just shut you down, especially the character I'm using. He has a very narrow hitbox on his basic attack. Like, he gave me the 3-hit combo a couple times, but it's really hard for Kamaitachi to capitalize off it because his normal attack hitbox is so small. If you get lucky, you can walk forward, but it's not like a true punish. He can hit you at any time. That's okay though. I hadn't really practiced for that. I probably just need to grind that boss. The rest of the game is pretty easy. It's just that's halfway. That's a little over halfway through the game, and yeah, you get to that point, and he just shuts your 1cc attempt down. A lot of it is because he has mooks. If he didn't have mooks, it would be easier to control him. But a lot of times you try to get a combo going or something, and the mooks will get you. Like the sumo guys knocked me out of the air, and probably could have gotten something started, but he has a lot of options on Wake Up. And it's really hard to stay close to him because the command grabs in Ninja Warriors have like no startup at all. They just straight up throw you. You can't counter it or block it. It's like a fighting game grab. But the problem with that is when you get knocked down in this game, there's a chance that your blaster gauge will deplete. So that's another thing that makes grabs really dangerous in Ninja Warriors. Once again, not only do they have like no startup and they're like unreactable, they also can take away your blaster gauge. And if you had a bomb ready, I can really shift things towards the enemy's momentum. Anyway, I think I'm done for tonight. It's pretty productive. I got that dungeon done on Darksiders. Got a little farther in this, and then I had a promising run, but that last fight, I should have the fight before the boss. I should have bombed that last wave. I could have gotten in there with a little bit more health. You get health before that last gauntlet of dudes, but you really had to preserve it. I took too many hits. But I think that attempt was doomed anyway. He kept teleporting off screen. He could be a real dick like that sometimes. He'll stay off screen, or he'll do like an unblockable behind the mooks. Let me see if anyone else is on at this hour. It's 1 in the morning, so we not take my meds and go to bed. Closer's update's not going to be for another hour. I'm not going to stay up that long. If I do, I'm certainly not going to stream it. I'm just going to check out the update and probably just go back to bed. Oh, Wuha's on. He's been on for 2.5 hours. He should be going for a little bit longer. Sent you guys over there. See you guys, I don't know, in the afternoon or whatever, whenever I feel like.